stick still. I didn't realize I actually had them. You know when I realized
What?
that he had it? He was swimming away with it.
Oh, sounds familiar.
Yeah, I didn't even see him pick it up or see him cruise in. Did not even see him cruise in or nothing.
You didn't feel it?
No. I don't 100% know where his bed is. Something just landed on my back and it sounded big. Is there anything on my back?
No.
Oh, he's got me around the tree. Oh, he came out.
He's not bad.
He's decent. A couple pounds. Oh, not even a couple pounds. Not even that. Thank you, buddy. First bed fish of the year. Screwed it up like twice, 3 times. Hey y'all, yes, it's that time of the year. It's bed fishing season. And right now on Melones, they're pushing up. There's beds all over the place. That's not the only fish you can catch. There are some more out there. Like for instance, you can catch them on jerkbait. I don't really know. It's not wiggling. I haven't wiggled yet. I don't think it knows it's hooked or I have a stick. Oh, it's on its back. It's awake now.
Swiped
It
it.
didn't know it was hooked. That is the answer. And it's going to be really hard to control this. Ow. Thank you. Well, the good news is I can lip them and my fingers aren't near any hooks. First fish of the day. Probably keep her, but I'm not gonna measure. Now the jerkbait we're using there is the Vision 110 Junior +1 in the Pro Blue. Just walking that thing in, up in that shallow area. Anywhere between right on the bank to 10-15 feet out from the bank. That's when they were hitting it. A lot of them were smaller ones. There's occasional big ones, but hey, if you want to have a good time, just start going out, throw that thing around, and cover some water. The other thing you can do to cover the water is a underspin. There's a bunch of fish against this bank, but they are not big. Took you 3 times. And that underspin was a flashy swimmer with a 3.8 Kitech in just shad colors. Really, you're just looking at shad colors. If you don't feel like throwing that, you just want to have a nice relaxing day, or you're not as confident with the power fishing, you can easily pick up a drop shot and just start covering water, casting out in that same 0 or that, shore to 15 feet out, and just cover that, just casting drop shot as you go down the bank, and you'll still get bit with those. Fish? Is it? In it.
I don't think so.
Drop shot?
He keeps though. Little spot. How long did you hold out?
Hey! Another later.
Margarita. Don't cut my line.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Now that's all fun and good, and you can catch a lot of numbers on that, but not to leave out the crappie. There's crappie in the tops of trees and that 10-foot area and schooled up in different various places, wood related, and definitely can catch them on a jerk bait. There's a lot of people out there throwing shiners just tied up to trees, floating that area and all that. I would recommend staying off of the trees because they're only in that 10-foot area. If you stayed back off of them and cast it into them, they're a lot more active and you're not spooking them away as much. But there's definitely a lot of them out there. Good job, Steven.
Yeah, I'm not adding to the bag.
Come on, crappie. Got him!
Crappie?
Yeah. I knew they were crappie. Chunky monkey too. Look
Pretty
at
good
them all.
sized crappie.
Look at them all.
2 hooks. How do you know it's a crappie?
Oh, just how they were acting. That's how they do it in the pros. They slide it over to their hands and then they just. I'm not very good at this. I really don't.
I just don't like lipping it with jerk bait.
I really don't want to get a hook in my hand. That's why I was like, it's a chunky.
I don't feed your family.
Right. There's a whole school of them inside that tree. 191 crappie on a Pro Blue jerkbait. Fishing trees. Just suspended in the trees like 10 foot down. But, long story short, doesn't matter what you're doing, it's that time of the year. Whether you're bed fishing, jerk baiting, underspin, drop shot, going after crappie, it's the time to get on the water. If you haven't got on the water, whether it's New Melones, whether it's Don Pedro, whether it's Clear Lake, Berryessa, doesn't matter. Just get on the water. It's the time of the year. Hope to see you out there. And until then, I hope you get them.